morning, lovelies, and I'm joining you with bed hair today and a morning cup of coffee in my Christmas mug because I wanted to join in today with a VR response to Anna over at Astral Lady Tarot for her Tarot in Real Life challenge, where she takes tarot and she uses it to control her day for the day. And I really loved it because it kind of it puts tarot into your actions. I've been up a little bit actually because the dogs got me up early, and I've got a few days before my kids come home. I am going to pull a card and ask, what now? What now? And I'm using the Everyday Enchantment Tarot, which is a gorgeous deck, which I haven't used much. I've started using it this month. Okay, what now? Our first card for the day is the Ten of Blades, the Ten of Swords. Okay, where am I going to go with this? The Ten of Swords. Okay, well, I've been up for a while, kind of been procrastinating. I've been sat around watching YouTube videos. I've read a bit of a book. I've got jobs to do, but I'm not getting on with them. So I think this is the end of procrastination. I'm not going to let anybody rob my time anymore, which is me. I rob my own time by just sitting around, and all of a sudden the morning's gone. Let's make sure I get a job done this morning, and I'm going to do... what job? I'm going to do some exercise and claim the day with some exercise to start with. I'm not going to let my lack of self-care rob my self-esteem anymore, and I'm going to crack on with the day and not let procrastination steal my time. Let's get out of this dark alley, shall we? Let's go and do something that's good for me. Okay, so this is me exercising. I'm in my spare room where I have got a exercise bike. I've got some weights set up. I've got a cross trainer. Weights and running are my go-to, but running's off the cards at the minute. Exercising overweight is hard work. I think it's probably the most badass thing you can do, is to squeeze into lycra that doesn't really fit anymore and just go, well, it is what it is, and to start going for it again. So anyway, the Ten of Swords has put me on this bike this morning. An end to procrastination, an end to excuses. Endings are new beginnings, aren't they? So I'm embracing the new beginning this month, even though it's sweaty and hard and the lycra doesn't fit. 50 minutes done. Very sweaty. I'm going to ask the deck now, what next? Of course, after a shower. So, what next? The Two of Cups. Oh, the Two of Cups. Okay, I'm going to have a shower, and then I am going to call a friend and organise a meet-up. That's what I'm going to do. Well, let's find out what I'm doing after I've called a friend. I'm doing the Four of Wands. A celebration, a party. Four of Wands, a celebration and a party. Candles. Oh, look, there's a fairy by candles. I'm going to do a little bit of meditation, so I'm going to put on possibly something comfy. So let's just pull one more card. This is for how to get dressed this morning. Temperance. Okay, Temperance. So some sort of balance, some sort of compromise. Okay, so some yoga, some meditation rather, but getting dressed with a balance. So what I'm going to do, I'm put something comfy on. I'm going to do 10 minutes meditation after my shower, and then I'm going to put on something calming, but I'm going to balance it out with a pop of something else. Okay, so phone shower, get dressed, meditate, phone call for a friend. Here we go. So all showered and dressed and clean and feeling good. I decided to go with an outfit that was nice and comfy. So if I show you, so my dog's in my wardrobe room with me. So just a nice comfy vest top and a nice flowy skirt and a nice caftan over the top, and my crystal necklace. And the pop of colour for temperance, I decided, was to go with my makeup. So my makeup, I decided to get the balance. So I did really nude eyes, virtually nothing on my eyes, bit of eyeliner and mascara. No foundation because my skin doesn't deal with foundation. And just some bright red lips. So all calming and calm, but a pop of colour with the lips. I'll show you my wardrobe room with my octopus up there, one of my animal energy guides. So I have loads of clothes. I have a double wardrobe this side, and then I've got racks behind me, and I have a complete vintage collection in here. So it's a proper collection of vintage clothes in here that I've built up over the years, and wetsuits as well for when I'm surfing in Wales. And it's a collection of clothes that I completely adore, but it's a collection of clothes that I can't get into. So there are very few clothes in here that I can fit into. There are a few down here and that's it, which is tragic really. Yeah, it makes me really sad to have such an amazing collection of clothes and to be really limited in what I can wear. But we're on the right path now, and we're dressed. So now I am going to light all the candles, because the Four of Wands was a celebration card. It had all the candles lit. We can't have a party every day, but we can light all the candles. And I have an altar in my bedroom, and when I come to change it up, I often think I've hardly lit any of these candles every month. Perhaps it's time to start lighting all the candles. I've decided to use these Frida cards, and the card I've pulled to meditate on is this one. Don't be afraid of the biggest unknown in your life, your potential. It's a gift you must unwrap each day. Oh, that seems kind of apt, considering we're doing a daily thing with the tarot today. So, exercise done, meditation done, shower done. I've organised something for later on with a friend. What next? What next? The Magician. Okay, some gardening work. There's sunflowers here. I've got to go and stake the sunflowers up and water the garden, because I forgot to do the garden yesterday. I forgot to water it yesterday. The sunflowers are getting big. The tomatoes need staking up as well. So I think I'm going to go and do those jobs. I'm going to go and stake all the tomatoes and the sunflowers with taller stakes. And I am going to water the garden. Okay, hair back up, I think. Oh, so that worked out well, because I had, it was raining while I was trying to sort out school uniform orders online, which is one of those jobs I said I'd got to do. Now it's just stopped raining for a little bit. And you can see there are sunflowers. Luna, get out of there. And Tilly's Wildflower Bed with her oxeye daisies. These need a water, don't they? But some of these are way bigger than the stakes I've put in now. Just looking at these I'll go with all of these for seed. It's looking really lovely still out here. See, the tomatoes all need staking up. Look at these, these are dahlias that I grew from seed. This is about to be a mass of dahlias, which is going to be very pretty. So I've got tomatoes here that need staking up. Yesterday I weeded and staked up the peas and those tomatoes there, and all those tomatoes there I did. Look, you can see where I was weeding with the box. I planted some aubergines out, and all of these are all tomatoes. These are all flopping over. These all need sorting. The sweet corn's growing, see? Okay, so the whole garden's watered now, and I've sorted out this bed of tomatoes, and I didn't realise there were so many tomatoes on here. So there's loads of tomatoes coming, and loads of blossoms for more. Look, there's some little tomatoes coming down there and in there. All of these in this bed here are now secured. All the sunflowers, the ones that are getting really tall, have got taller stakes in there, and they're all secured up. The 3 tyre towers, have all the tomatoes in those are now secure. Look at all these beans, these purple beans that are coming. Loads of purple beans. Right, let me just shove this in the greenhouse. We've got cucumbers coming in the greenhouse and lots of pepper plants, which is great. Lots and lots of purple beans. I'm going to have to come out and pick those. And on the other side of the trellis, we've got beans coming here. Loads and loads and loads of different beans there, which hopefully will go across here. Look, it's gone along the tree that way. It's amazing. I do have tomatoes that need staking up here. Look, there's huge big tomatoes on these. And there's more. If I come round this side of the hot tub, there's more coming this side. And dahlias opening. So I'm going to have to come back out and tie these up and sort the sweet peas out as well. Pick the sweet peas. Oh my gosh, they smell so divine, the sweet peas. Okay, I think lunch is calling. So it's about 2:30. What's next after I've had some lunch? So what's next, Deck? The Knight of Cups. What does this book say about the Knight of Cups? Romantic, reflective, refined, emotional, imaginative, idealist, touchy, poetic, sentimental. So we've got the sort of artistic, poetic, sentimental poet of the courts here. The keywords for this include the word poetic. So what I'm going to do with my lunch, I am going to get my Sylvia Plath poetry book out that I'm reading, and I'm going to read another poem as I'm having my lunch. So that's some lunchtime poetry. So, as I was tying things up, I just harvested what I could see today. Okay, Okay, so that was tasty, and I read in here tulips and cut. I've just started reading, well, I finished Elm, but I want to study that one. Oh, look at my dog ear pages. I bet some people are cringing looking at that. Okay, what's next, deck? Right, what's next? The 9 of Coins. So she's very happy in her home. She's made her home nice. So there is another job I need to do that this card kind of plays into, the idea of a beautiful home and getting your home nice. I promised the kids that I would rearrange their bedrooms and give them a mini room makeovers. I am going to start trying to clear and tidy and rearrange some furniture up there for their room makeovers. Okay, let's get to it. So that's my son's bedroom rearranged. It still needs a really good clean, but I think he'll be excited when he comes back. So that's 1 room out of 3, sort of half done. It's now 5:45. I spent an hour and a half FaceTiming Tilly, my daughter, because she FaceTimes me every day. What's next? I hope it's a rest. Justice. Justice. Well, justice is about balance. There's also a car crash in the background, and I'm due to go out in about an hour to meet my friend from that phone call from earlier. And I've gone really tired. I don't want to be tired and driving. And I think to keep the balance right, it's been such a busy day. It's been non-stop. I think I'm going to make sure this doesn't happen. I don't want to drive tired. I'm going to put a bit balance in, and I am going to have a rest. I might shut my eyes for half an hour before I get ready to go back out. So, thank you, Justice card. I'm going to go and have a snooze. Snooze done. Lipstick reapplied. What's next? I might have time for something before I have to get in the car and go out. And you'll come in with me. The sun. Ooh. So, the sun is positivity and radiance and creation and everything that's wonderful, creative and vital in your life. It's also the image on the front of this tarot deck. So I have got just a little bit of time, and I just want to talk about Poppy Palin, the woman that made this deck, because it's really weird. As I woke up from my snooze, I just clicked onto my Facebook, and there was a post on there saying it was a friend of Poppy Palin had put a post up saying Poppy's struggling a little bit at the minute with health issues, and if anybody is enjoying her decks, could they share some of that online just to give her a boost? And it made me think, well, do you know what? I haven't done a proper walkthrough of this deck, and I love it. So in my mind, I kind of went, okay, I need to do a little walkthrough. But I'm still going to do that. But there's nothing to stop me being the sun and radiating a little bit of positivity and vitality and healing vibes out to Poppy, and just to show a little bit of it now. And it's a deck that it made me cry. The second I saw images of it, it made me cry. It's just really touching. I mean, the backs are probably the nicest backs I've ever seen on cards. The cardstock is beautiful. They're matte. And what she's done, she has taken everyday life and turned everyday scenes into tarot cards. and it's diverse, and it's real, it's accessible, because we all know these scenes. Beautifully done. The quality of it is amazing. It's just beautiful. The Knight of Blades, look at her face, and the hairdresser's being given a really up-to-date style that she didn't really want. And the guidebook is spectacular. The guidebook not only gives you the meanings, but she writes the story of the scene in the card, so you get a narrative as well. I just love it. It's a beautiful deck. I only haven't worked with it so far because I had a splurge as a newbie to tarot not so long ago. I was in my discovery phase of discovering decks and buying lots and lots and lots. I mean, not oh gosh, my nails are horrific. Still got dirt in them from the garden. Ignore the nails. Yeah, I bought lots and lots, not indie ones. I can't afford that. I was buying, I got second-hand ones, second-hand mass-produced ones. So it's just taking a while to get round to them. So that's the only reason that I haven't worked with this before. But I wanted to work with it this month, so this was a nice project to start. I've also been using it for daily draws, and it just reads like a dream. It's just a beautiful deck. I haven't seen anything similar to this. This 8 of coins makes me smile. I love it. So there's disability. In there as well, which, as anybody watched me for half a heartbeat will know, that always touches my soul. Okay, this was one of the cards that made me cry. The Lovers. Oh. Just the fact that you've got the age groups and you've got swans at the back, which are my animal. It's the look on the dog's face. Oh, it's just beautiful. And I want to find the Chariot card as well. Between the Lovers and the Chariot card on the first, not the Chariot card, oh gosh, which one is it? Strength card. Between the Lovers and the Strength card, the first flip through I saw, I was sobbing by the end of the majors, and I'd ordered it before I even saw the minors, because I knew that with these two cards in there, that was for me. Poppy, if you're watching, which you're probably not ever going to, but if you are, I'm sending healing vibes out to you like the sun, my darling, and I want you to know that I love your deck. My sun moment is a little mini show of the deck I'm using, and love and kisses and healing hugs sent out to Poppy. Okay, I'm going to do another quick little one because I'm like loving this. I'm like a big kid. You give me something to play at and I'm there. Right, the 2 of coins. I'm stumped. Something to do with money. I might just have half an hour. I've got about half an hour. I might just go on my Etsy shop and just check if I can still log on. Not that there's anything on there yet to buy, but I keep saying, oh, I must get my Etsy shop set up. I must get my Etsy shop set up. But let's just go on and just see if I can still remember how to log on. Just check if my email is current and just get that ball rolling. Yeah, let's do that. But we're up the hills. We brought the dogs up the hills. Me and my friend. We are trying to avoid the cows to let the dogs have a run. And we've come up to see the sunset on full moon energy days. So it's a little nod to the full moon for me, and just a joyous walk with these crazy dogs of mine. So this is my Two of Cups moment, guys, with my lovely friend, my sister of choice, and yeah, it's just joyous to get out through the woods. Oh, the dogs are loving this. Hello. Oh, Rupert! Rupert, don't eat the algae, mate.
Rupert! Oh, he's filthy.
Yeah, he will be. Honestly, have you ever known a dog like that for water? I used it. So I'm back from walking the dogs with my friend. We had the most beautiful walk, an hour over the hills, an hour and a bit over the hills, watching the dogs chase around, watching the sun go down. It was just beautiful. And I'm tired now. I've just fed the dogs, just in, but I thought, shall I put one more card? Judgment. So I think because I'm tired, I think we're going to call it a day with this card, and I am going to judge whether it was a good process or not. So let's have a look at the pile of cards that I pulled. So I started with the Ten of Blades, and I decided that the ending I wanted was the ending of procrastination, the ending of not looking after myself, and to embrace the new beginnings that come with ending. And then I pulled the Two of Cups, which was to organise meeting up with my friend. My friend is my allocated bubble. Then I pulled the Four of Wands, and I decided to light all the candles on my altar. So I'd exercised, and then I decided to light all the candles and meditate. And Temperance helped me to get dressed, so calming, balancing clothes with a pop of colour. Then I pulled the Magician, which sent me out into the garden to work some garden magic. And then we pulled the Knight of Cups. So I got my poetry book out and I read some poetry over lunch, which was a lunch of fresh harvested food that I'd grown myself, which was fabulous. Then the Nine of Coins, the lady with her beautiful home, made me go upstairs and start sorting out the kids' mini bedroom makeovers. Then I pulled Justice, and I decided to put a bit of balance in and to put some rest into the day, because I knew I was going to be going out driving later and I didn't want to be tired driving. Just before I went out, I pulled the Sun card, and that was my shining light sent out to the wonderful Poppy Palin, whose deck it is that I'm using, who isn't very well. So again, Poppy, healing vibes sent your way. The Two of Coins, which made me think about looking at some artwork and getting it onto my Etsy site. I didn't end up getting onto my Etsy site, but I did skim through a project that I am thinking about turning into an oracle deck. So I got that out and started thinking about that. And then I finished the day by revisiting my Two of Cups moment up on the hills, walking the dogs with my friends. So much fun to do the tarot in real life challenge. I like the idea of making tarot practical. That suits me great. I love it. So thank you very much to Anna over at Astral Lady Tarot for the I'm going to link all her channels down below. I'm also going to link the fabulous Fierce and Pretty channel and her video response to it, which I also watched, which I absolutely loved. So I'm going to put both of those videos down below for you to go and watch. I hope you enjoyed it. That was my tarot in real life challenge day complete. Bye guys.